Salutations, crustaceans. I'm Lobster, and today we're reviewing the Valenti Verrazzano series M21-J5. Let's check it out. This is the Valenti M21-J5 out of the Verrazzano series. Featuring a swamp ash body, 34-inch scale, 21 fret, maple on maple neck, and a Delano pickup set and preamp. This is a really well-equipped bass, coming in at around $2,200 for this particular model. Yes, that is a bit steep, but that is also the same price as a Stingray Special. But this is a custom bass that you're able to spec out yourself, and you have a variety of colors, electronics, and other options to choose from, which we're going to be going over. Let's talk about this particular instrument. First, the body. This is a swamp ash body with a matte ice blue metallic finish, which is gorgeous. I really like the look of this, especially paired with the black hardware. The bridge is a Kluson bridge. It's a very high mass bridge from what it looks like. Looks similar to that of the old badass bridges, except it's in a 5-string configuration. The pickups are Delano SBC5s, paired with a Delano Sonar 2-band preamp, and the controls are master volume, blend, passive tone control, and then a stacked bass and treble control. That is a cut and boost. And one nice little touch is the hip shot knobs as well, the O-ring knobs, which are really premium. Moving up to the neck, you're going to see that we have a truss rod adjustment wheel at the heel, and I like that a lot. I've always praised the Ernie Ball Stingrays for having that, and I appreciate seeing it on other instruments as well. It's the best method for adjusting your truss rod, in my opinion. I think it's better than having something at the headstock or over here with a Allen wrench, because I don't know, I feel like the Allen wrenches are a bit risky, and this you can kind of just stick anything in there and adjust your truss rod when you need to. That's what she said. The neck itself is a maple on maple, and you have 21 nickel frets. The nut is 1 7/8 inches, and at the headstock we have some hip shot import tuners, and that's to keep the cost down on this particular instrument. Moving around back, you can see that we have a large control cavity, but there is no battery door. So a battery swap requires a screwdriver here. It's one thing I have to knock this bass for. I wish there was a separate battery door. Now moving up to the neck joint, you can see that we have a very deep neck pocket and a 6-screw attachment here, which is very, very stable. This is awesome for stability, and that makes for a great B string. The neck finish is a satin polyurethane, and it feels very, very smooth and premium. This neck is extremely easy to navigate, and it has a very comfortable profile. Now before we check out how this bass sounds, I just want to talk about the headstock really quick. Love it or hate it, that is the Valenti signature headstock. I personally like it, and I think it's good looking, and it's also easily identifiable as a Valenti. And again, love it or hate it, you're at least thinking about it, and that's not a bad thing. Now I know you guys are wondering, what does this thing sound like? You guys know what you need to do. Go ahead and pinch that like button so my hand will turn back to normal. Thanks. Ooh. As I said in my initial unboxing and first impressions of this bass, I love the neck. The satin poly finish on the neck is very, very smooth and makes this neck really easy to navigate. Now, wide string spacing is usually a hit or miss for me, but on this particular application, I do not mind it one bit. The 19mm spacing makes this extremely comfortable and accurate. It also makes it really good for some slapping. Yeah, the B string on this is a very, very solid B string, and it's not even string through. I attribute that to the neck joint with the 6 screws that are spaced wide apart and the deep neck pocket. That gives this thing a ton of stability. Everything you've heard thus far is with the tone all the way up, the preamp centered, and the pickups in single coil mode. Oh man. So now let's go ahead and look at these electronics in a bit more detail. Let's start off with the neck pickup. Yeah, there is a little bit of single coil hum because the pickups are in single coil mode, and I do not believe there's any hum canceling built in. So it is what it is. You can always set the pickups in parallel and they'll be completely silent. Anyhow, let's start in single coil mode. Here's the preamp centered and the tone at 100%. Very nice, very nice. Now let's go ahead and turn the tone down to about 50% and see what that sounds like. And here's the tone all the way down. Very nice. Now let's go ahead and set that to parallel and do it all again. Here's the tone at 100% with the neck pickup in parallel. Yeah, this is a fun bass to play. Really, really easy to navigate and just mess around. It's good. It's real good. Now let's turn the tone down to about 50%. And here's the tone all the way down. Nice. Now let's turn the tone all the way up and mess with this EQ a little bit. Here's what it sounds like at full cut. Not bad. I like how this Delano preamp doesn't really, neuter the bass. Just the right amount of cut. It's nice. Now let's go ahead and just bring the treble up to center, see what that sounds like. And here's the treble all the way up. Not bad, not bad at all. Not too harsh. Let's go ahead and cut the treble completely and bring the bass up to center. I dig it. I dig it. Now here's the bass all the way boosted. Let's see if that causes any distortion issues. Meaty. I dig it. I like this Delano preamp. Let's go ahead and bring that down to about 50% and boost our treble to about, let's boost it all the way and cut our tone. Let's say, bring that down to about 50%. Treble down to 50%. Okay, I think we've spent enough time with this neck pickup. I really dig these Delano pickups. I think they sound great. Let's go ahead and check out the bridge pickup. And back to single coil mode. Again, single coil mode does yield a bit of hum when you're soloing the pickups. However, with both pickups together, 100% silent. Anyways, here's single coil mode on the bridge pickup with the preamp centered and the tone at 100%. And here's the tone at 50%. And here's the tone all the way down. Now let's do it all again with the pickup in parallel. Nice, nice. I like this. I like this a lot. This is well built and it sounds nice. I like these Delano pickups and the Delano preamp paired together. I know I've used Delano pickups in the past in other projects, but I've actually never used a Delano preamp, and I dig it. Now here's the tone at 50%. And here's the tone all the way down. Let's go ahead and bring the tone all the way up and play with this preamp a little bit. First, here's everything cut. Now let's bring the treble up to center while keeping the bass cut. And here's the treble all the way up. A little scratchy. A little on the bright side. I wouldn't really run that at 100%, but that's what it sounds like. Now let's bring the bass up to center and cut the treble. Oops, sorry. And here's the bass at 100%. Not bad at all. Now let's go center the preamp and bring the neck pickup back into the equation and have both pickups together. So let's start out with single coil mode again. Here's the pickups in single coil mode, preamp centered, and the tone at 100%. You can really get some classic jazz bass tones out of this, especially in single coil mode with both pickups on. And with slap, you can really get a Marcus Millery kind of tone out of this as well. Ooh, I'm having too much fun here. Too much fun. Let's go ahead and turn the tone to about 50%. See what that sounds like. And here's the tone all the way down. Now let's do it all again with the pickups in parallel. I noticed that in parallel you do lose a little bit of that single coil crunch, but I mean that's to be expected. However, it doesn't sound bad by any means. Now let's turn down the tone to about 50%. And here's the tone all the way down. Now let's turn the tone all the way up, and I'm going to go back to single coil mode because I kind of like that better with both pickups. And let's play with the preamp. Here's everything cut to start. And let's bring the treble up to center. And here's the treble, all the way boosted. I'm going to go ahead and cut the treble now, and let's bring the bass up to center. And here's the bass at 100%. Yeah, a bit on the boomy side, especially when soloed, but what can you do? Let's go ahead and bring the bass up to center, boost the treble to about 50%, and keep the tone at 100%. Let's boost the bass to about 50. Oh man, so can she slap? Yes, I think I've already proven that. But let's play my little slap ditty a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and center the EQ, and let's go ahead and throw some drums behind this. So here are my final thoughts on the Valenti M21-J5 out of the Verrazzano series. Overall, I think this is an excellent instrument. I really like the thoughtful, nice-to-haves that are all over this bass. The really deep neck pocket with the 6-screw attachment makes this thing extremely stable, and that is a very nice-to-have thing here. If I were speccing this bass out personally, I probably wouldn't choose the Delano combo that we see here. However, that's the nice thing about having a custom bass at this price point. You have a lot of say in the preamp and the pickup combination, as well as the color, the aesthetics, the scale. You can really tailor this to be your bass. And keep in mind, the base model Verrazzano series comes in less than a brand new Stingray Special, a bass that you have zero say in the construction of. The build quality on this instrument is superb. Not top-notch, superb. I really like that you have the truss rod adjustment as a wheel at the heel of the neck, easily accessible without needing a Allen wrench or risk scuffing your paint. I think the satin finishes on the Verrazzano series feel very premium. They're very nice satin finishes, and I would expect nothing less, especially at this price point. The neck profile and the 19mm spacing make this thing a real joy to play. And it's really fun to slap. You can really have a lot of fun with this. My only real gripe, and that's a very small thing, is the lack of a battery door for easy battery swaps. But I can understand why it's not included here, because this is, again, priced extremely low for a USA-made custom bass. So what am I going to rate the Valenti M21-J5 out of the Verrazzano series? I'm going to rate this bass 4 claws out of 5. This is an excellent instrument and a great way to get your foot in the door in the USA-made custom bass market. There's loads of flexibility in terms of pickup and preamp options, finish options, 4 or 5 string, 34 or 35 inch scale, options that you just don't get at this price point pretty much anywhere else. I think that this bass is not only built very well, but it's built thoughtfully, and a lot of the design features in here, like the deep neck pocket with the 6-screw neck joint, is a very, very nice thing to have. So I really appreciate the thought that went into designing this instrument and building it, and then making it so affordable, relatively speaking, to the other USA-made custom basses that you see out there. So I think that Nino did a great job here. So thank you so much, Nino, for sending this bass to me to review and check out and have some fun with. I really appreciate the opportunity to do it, so thanks a lot, man. And this bass is actually going to be going to our friend Bully the Kid next. He's going to have some fun with it as well, and believe me, there will be slapping. Well, that's it for this review. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to like, subscribe, join our Discord, and leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about the Valenti Verrazzano series M21-J5. And as always, until we groove again,